Welcome to the Bantha tail end of space, otherwise known as Tatooine. Hope you enjoy heat, Captain. It's the closest you'll get to landing on a sun, unless you're really unlucky.
If it's that hot here, maybe we should peel off a few layers.
I sunburn easily, but knock yourself out. We're here because of a crime lord named Diago Hickson, the closest thing Noctrayan ever had to a rival. Diago was always trying to one-up Nock. They fought for territory, bragging rights, and the occasional woman. The battles were legendary.
Maybe it was Diago who killed Nock.
No, he never came close to beating Nock in a fight, fair or otherwise. Diago celebrated Nock's death by raiding one of his storehouses, stole an advanced Grease sensor computer, priceless technology. To find Noctrayan's fortune, we need to pry that sensor computer out of Diago's sticky fingers.
Everybody has a price. What's Diago's?
These days, privacy. No one's seen Diago in years. He only communicates through his lieutenants. One of those lieutenants, a Nicto named Two Creek, promised to help. You need to meet him.
He must want something in exchange for helping us.
Two Creek wants fame. I promised I'd tell everyone he helped find Noctrayan's riches. If you run into Diago, watch your back. He makes Skavik look like a Jedi Padawan.
Does my favorite starship thief know about this deal?
Some things I kept from Skavik, just in case. This is one of them. Two Creek owns a club in the desert outside Anchorhead. He's expecting you. Good luck, Captain.
Ah, Risha's business partner, here at last. Impressive. I'm honored she felt the need to make a show of strength. She must think very highly of me.
Are all gangsters this full of themselves?
I've never met a humble criminal.
I guess big egos are part of the job description.
I'm sorry to say this, but you've come at a bad time to do business. Things are tense.
What's wrong? You got problems with the local lawmen?
It's much worse than that.
Hey, pretty face! You don't belong here.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Then you definitely don't belong here.
Excuse me, but I suddenly feel an urge to put away all the breakable things.
I'm only a weary traveler. There's plenty of room here for both of us, my friend.
You're not my friend, got it?
I'm sure she'd buy you a drink if you gave her the chance.
I'm not thirsty.
You want to leave me alone. You want to stop noticing me.
You're really starting to annoy me. Men? Let's show Pretty Face what we do with people who annoy me.
Time for you to leave, lady.
Oh, she's leaving all right. In tiny little pieces.
I am Nariel Pridence, Jedi Knight. I come in peace, but I will defend myself.
Jedi! Kill her!
It was never my intention to cause violence here. It's good you kept out of this fight.
Not the sort of place I expect to meet a Jedi.
It's only the second time I've visited an establishment like this. The other time also ended badly. As I told these men, my name is Nariel Pridence. I'm a Jedi Knight, here on official business. I'm looking for Vaverone Zare, an agent of evil and servant of the Sith Empire. Have you heard of her?
I've met a lot of agents of evil, but nobody by that name.
Zare is a being of vast darkness, and a grave threat to the galaxy. I hear she's taken an interest in the local underworld, so I came to observe these criminals and gain information.
Looks like this resource is a dead end.
Yes, it's best I move on. Now you see the dangers of consorting with petty criminals. I hope you rethink your life. I must continue my search for Vaverone Zare. May the Force be with you.
I thought she'd never leave. Look at this mess. Our gang has enough problems without Jedi chasing Sith through our territory.
The infamous Diago Hickson has trouble?
Our organization is under attack by a gang of Geonosians. Last week they took over our spice warehouse. Killed everyone, including a fellow lieutenant who had the only way of contacting Diago.
What do you mean, the only way to call your boss?
Diago hates it when we bother him. He got so angry, he killed a crate dragon. Gave us lieutenants one fang to share. Only the lieutenant with the great dragon fang can speak to Diago, and that Jedi killed the men I was sending to get it.
You got a brilliant plan, right?
Risha says you're one of the best. I trust her judgment. If you want your sensor computer, get me that great dragon fang.
One reptile tooth coming right up.
My deceased associate kept the fang at the spice warehouse. Place is crawling with Geonosians. Won't be easy. Discouraging those Geonosians from sticking around will give us leverage with the boss. Just a suggestion. I'm heading for Diago's summer palace at these coordinates. Meet me there with the great dragon fang.
Well, I'm pleased Diago finally responded to my provocation. I was expecting a bit more.
Captain, we've got something here.
Is that absurd little trophy the reason Diago sent you?
I'm here on my own business, lady.
You ran past the spice storehouses to fetch a bone. Interesting business. My name is Vaverone Zare. I'm interested in discussing a bargain with Diago Hickson.
I'm trying to get a meeting with Diago myself.
Yes. It's easier to get an appointment with the Dark Council. I've been prodding Diago for weeks. Raid a business here, kill a lieutenant there. It's like he hasn't noticed. I thought sending the Geonosians to raid this operation would surely draw him out. But all I've got is you.
Maybe he just doesn't have time for chit-chat.
Grand moths tremble before me. How powerful must Diago be not to care what I do to him? I'm seeking a small crimson box. One curio of many in Diago's personal collection. I'll give him whatever he wants for the box. But I need to arrange a meeting. Can you do that?
Are you looking to hire me?
If you serve me, you serve yourself. For your assistance, you'll receive a gift few beings ever enjoy. The pleasure of my company. And don't deny that you desire me. I'm the closest you'll ever get to perfection. I offer the chance of a lifetime. All I ask is that you arrange a meeting for me with Diago.
I'd really like to help you, truly, but I can't.
As you wish. I hope you survive disappointing me. That was fun, but unnecessary. Now run along and reconsider my offer. Until we meet again.
You ever get the feeling we're in over our heads?
That's what makes this job so much fun.
You've got an interesting idea of fun.
Ah, the Great Dragon Fang. And in perfect condition. I'm deeply impressed with how you handled those Geonosians, Captain.
Remember that Sith we heard about? She controls the Geonosians, and she wants to meet Diago.
The Sith is behind the attacks on our operation? How do you know?
For a being of pure evil, she was surprisingly forthcoming.
Typical Sith. Start negotiations by blasting everything in sight. Let's hope that Jedi from my club puts the Sith out of our misery. We're going to an underground water well the natives call the Light Spring. The boss turned it into his private retreat. Now that we have the Fang, he'll let us into... Oh! What now?
Kubrick! The palace is under attack! Imperial commandos! They're tearing us apart, breaching the security doors!
Diago will be furious if this palace falls to the Empire. Only one thing to do. And meet me at the Light Spring.
Wait a minute. We can both fit in that escape route.
But you need to stop the Imperials from finding it while I get away. Good luck. See you at the Light Spring.
again. I was afraid you might have forgotten our agreement, so I sent some friends to jog your memory.
I just shot a few of your pals. Hope you don't mind.
You weren't that good friends. You promised to arrange a meeting for me with Diago. I want it. Now.
Diago's at a place called the Light Spring. I'll send you the coordinates.
See? That wasn't so hard. I just sent the all-clear signal to my soldiers. They're retreating as we speak. Oh. Or perhaps not.
What's the matter? They can't find the exit?
Not exactly. Apparently, little Nariel has decided to poke her lightsaber where it doesn't belong. She's killing my soldiers at the palace's main door. Be a dear and throw her off our trail. Then meet me at the Light Spring. I'll see you there.
They wouldn't surrender. Why don't they ever surrender?
I don't think they hear too good through those helmets.
Please don't make jokes. People have died. I'm disappointed to see you in this place after our last conversation. I thought you'd learn to stop associating with criminals. Why are you here?
You following me, Jedi?
I heard about this palace back at the club. I came hoping to find Vaverone Zare, but it seems I've just missed her. If you know anything about the Sith's current whereabouts, please tell me.
What am I, an info droid?
There must be a reason she sent commandos here. I sense I'm running out of time to find Zare. I should go. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope our paths never cross again. May the Force be with you.
First the Sith, now this. Distraction after distraction, Tukrik. Annoying.
The captain is here on important business. The Sith came uninvited, boss.
The Sith's with me. It's nice having friends on the dark side.
We're the best friends to have.
You're a fool if you believe that. If you're wondering, I followed you here. Didn't believe your story for a moment.
I knew you knew I was lying. I wanted you to follow me.
You led a Jedi right to the boss? You fool!
You had every chance to do the right thing, and failed. Now you'll suffer the consequences.
Empty chatter, like fingernails on transparent steel. I will silence. Who is that?
Captain, haven't heard from you in a while. Everything all right?
Let me get back to you.
Are you in trouble? Talk to me.
Oh, beautiful girl. So beautiful.
Wait, is that him? You're with Diago?
I want to see her again. Now!
I can set you two up if you're interested.
Bring her to me, and I'll forgive you for disturbing my sanctuary.
Diago dear, I can offer you so much more. Just as soon as we rid ourselves of this Jedi.
Afraid to fight me alone, Sith?
Silence! The only voice here should be mine.
Diago, you're every bit the monster Vaverone Zare is. You will both pay. You want to lay down your weapons. You want to surrender.
Does your little hand-waving thing ever work?
Why must you be so difficult? You want to run away.
I'm out of here, Captain.
Don't listen to her, it's a trick.
No more! I find a beautiful girl myself! Right! Kill everyone!
But I didn't do anything!
Everyone!
Poor Nariel. Never had a moment's pleasure in her brief lifetime. It's almost sad.
Speaking of pleasure, I remember you promising me some.
And good little boys always get what I promise. You've been ever so helpful. Let's discuss your compensation.
I need some fresh air. Find me when you're done.
Tell me your heart's desire, my dear.
I wouldn't call it my heart's desire, but it's close enough.
I do admire bluntness. So many people waste their lives on subtlety. This cavern is really quite lovely, you know. Why don't we go for a swim? That was amazing. I've never had better. Truly, what a wonder.
Try to be a little convincing.
I never promised to convince you of anything. I believe that concludes our business. I'll take my prize and be on my way. Such a gorgeous box. A delectable shade of crimson, don't you agree?
What's in that box anyway?
You wouldn't understand. Bargaining with you was a pleasure. Farewell.
Not Drayan, that's all I hear. What was it like to fight Not Drayan? The next time some fool asks me that, I'll bury this holo recording in his forehead and play it back for the survivors. Not Drayan was never a true gangster, not like me. He just pretended. People think I fought him because he was more successful, because he made me number 2, because he stole my wife. Lies! I fought him because he was no more a gangster than I am a senator. Nock was a con artist. The whole underworld was his mark. He was using us for something. Don't know what. But I do know he never gave a damn about being king of the underworld. It was all just a game. At least that pile of filth is finally dead. I raided his storehouse just to be sure. He never came. I'm still alive and he's not. I won. You hear that, Nock? I won!
Wasn't sure I'd see you alive again, much less with that sensor computer. How did you get it?
Diago Hickson passed away unexpectedly. Left me a generous inheritance.
He's dead? Good. I mean, for your reputation. Sorry I didn't get a chance to chat with him before he died. My holo malfunctioned.
That blob of a gangster took a real interest in you.
I'm sure he reacts like that to all the beautiful girls. With that sensor computer installed, this freighter will be a first-rate scout vessel. I'll patch it into the ship's rectenna before takeoff. You should notice a difference right away.
What exactly will that gizmo do for us?
Let's just say people will have a hard time sneaking up on us in space. Let's leave this sandball in our rear thrusters, Captain. Nock Drayan's fortune is out there waiting for us.